What up, man? It's your big brother K-Rino, and stating the obvious once again. Um, who are our real educators? Who's really the ones who are teaching us and guiding us and feeding us the curriculum that we live off of? Man, most people will say, well, man, hey, man, look, I got a high school diploma. I even went to college and got a college degree. I graduated. I got a master's. I got a PhD. But even those levels of education, even those stripes, if you will, are, I'm speaking very carefully, are constructed or crafted for another kind of purpose. It's not a purpose of freeing you. They're not granted to you as a means of freeing you and liberating you and putting you in positions to be independent. They are given to you as, like I say, little badges and stripes that trick us. See, I'm finna get in trouble. But I'm gonna clean it up. They trick us if we're not careful into thinking that, okay, I've made it because I have this degree, or I am accomplished because I have this degree. Now, that being said, please don't get sensitive and take this the wrong way, because I know somebody's gonna say, well, hold on, well, I have a master's, I have this, I have that, and I didn't. No, I'm not saying that because you have this that you are a fool, or you're foolish, or you shouldn't get it, or you shouldn't pursue it if you haven't gotten it yet. No, get it. What I'm saying is that the wise among us, they seek and then obtain these degrees and these stripes with the thought in mind that, okay, I'm going to take what they gave me and I'm going to utilize it to liberate myself and my people. I'm going to take whatever skill set that I acquired and I'm going to take it and use it for the benefit. And in that regard, great. That's what it's for. But a lot of times we don't look at it like that. We look at it from the standpoint of like, okay, well, I got it now. Let me sit back and wait for somebody to hire me and this and that and that. But that really wasn't the meat of what I want to go into. When I talk about who's educating us, I'm looking at what we watch on TV. I'm looking at what we hear on the radio. I'm looking at what we see as we walk around and live our lives on a daily basis. And this is all a form of education. See, we hear the word education and we automatically view that as being a great thing. They say, well, yeah, I got an education. Yeah, but you can be educated about negative things. You can be educated about evil things, and these things are being taught to us and presented to us as being things that are of good when they're really not. And the education, just like if you were talking about preschool, public school, all the way, it starts at an early age. So our young people are being shaped by this world that's teaching us how to be clowns, teaching us how to be fools, teaching us how to be um, um, ignorant and make spectacles of ourselves, and teaching us how to destroy ourselves and hate ourselves and each other. This is education. This is what we're being educated on. Now, with the purpose and the intent of what I just said, to basically destroy ourselves and carry out a genocidal um, movement against ourselves. Now, the other side to that is to educate, is when you are receiving that education, to recognize it. Hopefully through videos like this, hopefully through songs that people make and that are countering what they're trying to present to us, to say, okay, yeah, this is what they're presenting to us as being what's good for us, but I'm gonna make you know that it's not. So now I'm educating you about the education that they're trying to give, the wrong education. So we counterattack. The scary part is that in some cases we might view it as, man, it's too late. I've heard people say, man, it's too late, man. Ain't nothing gonna save these young people. Ain't nothing gonna get us right. We done. It's over, man. You know, blah blah blah. And I'm just not one of those people who give up like that. I'm not one of those people who believe that it's just over. It's no hope. I've never been a no hope type of person, and I think that's one of the keys that has kept me going for so long, is that I may have delusional optimism. That's how extreme my optimism gets, and the faith and belief that I have in God and in myself and in us. I believe we can do it. But number one, we gotta want to do it. But number two, we can't want to do it until we know that there is something that actually needs to be done. That's what a slick education is. We walk around not even thinking nothing is wrong. We don't even think nothing is wrong. So we'll watch how they inject, and I'll make a whole other video about this, so I ain't gonna go too deep into it. We watch how they inject symbolism into a lot of the stage performances at these award shows and things of that nature, and we just caught up in watching who we believe to be our favorite artists, or who may be our favorite artists, and that's all we into the song, we listen to the song. And a lot of people not even catching on to that type of stuff, or looking at it like that, you know, when we are underestimating these subliminal implementation of images and symbols that just at a glance, from a subconscious point of view, that we take that in and we ingest it. They're educating us. They're leading us to the slaughter in a lot of ways, and they pass it off as just innocently. It's just, hey man, it's just music. It's just a performance. It's not, that don't mean nothing, man. Oh, you're reading too much into that. You know, but like I say, I ain't gonna go too deep into that. But I'm just using that as one of the categories of what I'm talking about. We got to be very careful with what we let our eyes sit on, and what we let the eyes of our young people sit on as well, because we are being, I ain't gonna say morphing, we are being shaped into exactly what they want us to be, and in our thinking, in our thought process, and the thought controls our actions. So the things that we see that are made attractive to us, they attract our eyes, which lock our attention on it, which draws us into it in terms of our interest in it, which makes us dive into it. Then we embrace it, and then we become it. It's bad education, man. So we got to learn what's going on and be aware, be made aware of what's going on, and then move on it accordingly, man. But I'll go deep into this on another video, man. But I just wanted to kind of get y'all to understand that, you know, we're being taught, we're being put through a course. We're in the devil's classroom. All right, man, this your big brother K-Rino. I'll catch y'all a little bit later on. Peace.